Hello, we are back. This is... where is we? Where's this place called? We're at Yedlamad. Yedlamad. We're gonna do the Etheric quest here first before we continue on with the Endwalker quest. So, here we go. Why are the Matenga everywhere? This town has fallen. Matenga? The elephant people? To me, you were the warrior who fought for the mall in the Nadam. Of Katayin? It was our bravery and skill which inspired. It was your bravery and skill which inspired me to embark upon my own hero's journey. Oh, I have foolishly blundered into a den of Matenga. Why do these others walk without fear? I care if they are slaughtered. Oh, not your word, but my grandmother would always warn me, if you encounter a Matenga, turn tail and flee, as fast as you can. And now, the very sight of them, the terror rises unburned. Can't stay here, I must earn enough coin to buy a passage from this nightmare island, as soon as possible, damn. Hey, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet with Kansana? This Kansana person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays fair wage, so I will see what she has for me. Okay. Where is it? Oh, it's up there. This place is like very colorful. It's very like India or like Thailand, Indonesia type feel to it. There's the tower. Oh, cool. Oh, there's more here, so she's scared. By the Dusk Mother, no one told me Kansana was a Matenga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? Welcome to Yedlamad, traveler. I am Kansana, and it is my job to assign the right work to the right workers. Might I have your name? An Ogul, was it? Let me jot those down. Oh, grandmother, why? Why did it have to be a Matenga? Is your companion quite alright? An understandable reaction. The Gajasura tribe have done so much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work though, yes? Many have been forced to take take what they can get since the troubles began. So I am afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks that fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? Fighting? I can fight. Lest you doubt my skill, I was likened to that of the Dragonbane, the legendary Chakazel herself. I'm not familiar with the name, but you sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you with an escort duty? And a group of artisans set off to harvest materials and asked that I have prospective protectors their way, should I happen to enlist any. They already set off, and it's our duty to escort them. There's to be a ritual dance performed in the Kajaya's footsteps. They'll need an incense and the costumes for dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there's no time to waste. Okay. This is you speak of. Do they have a tag on their number? It was an Arkasodora who submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of those my most feared enemy. Pray lend me your strength and victor of the Nadam. The half the reward of this task will be yours. Orzins don't plan to venture far. Leave Yedlamad to the west, and you should soon come across their employer. Fine, I guess. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh, there. There they are. You must be our belated escort, yes? Glad to have such courage in your companion. Is your companion at all? She seems a touch shaky. Oh dear. I should have thought of it before. I shall harvest the necessary ingredients for all the artisan's days here. And no need to fear of him, being harmed. Perfect. Oh no. This is less than ideal. My people are already scattered across the wilds. I wanted someone to run and ensure they were safe from attack. Or perhaps frightened by Exodura. I have met such travelers before. Well, if you could patrol the area I asked, I must attend to my own harvesting. Oh. Well, keep an eye out for her as you continue your patrol. Oh, just not in my chocobo. Carbuncle out. Oh, it looks like there's an elephant there. Tusks, trunks, bone crunching feet. You must think me foolish, so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking at their approach. Some injuries are light and satchel-full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet the others. Yay. What happened? You slay the beast? One second, knowing the Tango stood at my back, I might froze my body refused to obey. But my strength I could not feel it more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, why did you follow me? To patrol? Really? I should have waited for the orders instead of running off alone. To return to our employer and ensure that matters safety. What's over here? My colleague told me of his rescue. Although he had hoped on an escort from the start, imagine you hadn't come all along. Some of the others at your workshop, so consider your duty with us complete. Oh, that's it? For your payment, you can collect it from Kansana. Kansana. Wait, it's supposed to be for then. Okay. That was pretty simple. There you are. The employer expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on a job well done. As a response from the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard pressed to make everything ready. They rely on traditions to renew their faith and bolster our hearts with teachings of light. There say, please accept our payment. Half each is agreed upon. Okay. Yay, we got an ether. Ether current. Another quest from this one. No, we'll do that later. I just wanted the ether current quest. To the west. There's an ether current to the west. Oh, looks okay. Yeah. This is west, right? Which way is it? Go up here. It's somewhere here. Oh dear. Oh, that's a... This way somewhere. Oh, there it is. Oh, this so we can fly here eventually. What's the next one? North. Oh, it's too far. So this is where we were last time. Let's see. Oh, there's a weird thing in the water over there. Did you say you were going to see Nidhana? Oh, how I envy you. She's beautiful, brilliant and beautiful, kind and understanding. Did I say she's beautiful? Oh. After her dainty eye, ears, and adorable trunk all day, all those eyes. When you meet her, take care you don't drown in them. What? Anything here? A pretty cool looking place. Very different from the other places we've been to so far. Is it open? No. Where's the next spot? Oh, it's over there. We can just teleport since we got to it already. Oh, actually... northeast. It's like here somewhere. It's above us somewhere. Oh no, that they are. Oh, Thancred's here. Oh, what happened here? Oh no, they're all dead. If there was a battle, there's a conspicuous lack of blood. Conspicuous? Every time we finally, we could have befallen all these people. What in the world? Yeah, what happened to all of these people? Oh no. Oh no. Are they dead? There's no blood though, Estinian said. They're still alive.
What happened here? Their dress marks them as alchemists. I see no evidence of injury or poison.
Thinkest thou they but slumber?
I believe so.
Okay.
Whether it is by choice is another question entirely.
Oh, we have guests. You must excuse the poor welcome. Long days and longer nights have taken their toll, as you can see.
Just sleeping out here? There's monsters around, man. Like, go inside.
I am Vashan, servant to the satrap. My task was, in fact, to wake these good men and women, if you will allow.
Oh, as a child.
People of the great work, I come bearing new scales.
Scales? We have new scales?
What? Oh dear. That's so weird.
Yes, my friends. Gather round. I have them right here.
What are these?
Oh, happy day. Now I can continue my experiment.
Many thanks.
One for me.
Oh, they're so weird, okay.
Those are dragon scales.
Yes, such materials are vital to their most pressing research.
This is suspicious.
And we are fortunate to have them. Our experiments are so close to bearing fruit. Soon we will have a talisman capable of nullifying the etheric emissions from that accursed tower.
Oh.
Did I say something wrong? Are you not here with Varshan? Wait, who are you people? Of course! You're the one Kryl sent. The warrior of light we've been waiting for.
No, it's definitely giving India.
Oh, this is a day of celebration. Praise be to Cinderova!
I guess India for sure.
The winds have shifted.
Just by
I
going
feel
from the
it.
names.
The end to our toil is near.
I feel it too. My head hasn't been this clear in days.
That's nice.
Tell me, how did you acquire those scales?
Yeah.
Curious that it concerns you so.
Right, it's a pretty good question.
But worry not. They were freely given by the dragon with whom our satrap has forged a lawful pact.
I guess they like reform. I guess it's like fingernails where they just regrow.
That is well.
Okay.
You must be quite familiar with Dragonkin, yes?
Is this their congealed blood I see on your weapon?
Speaking of dragon blood,
What?
you yourself
They,
have
like,
been
know so much
infused
already.
with it, have you not? I should like to draw a file or two, if so. Now, see here. Come along, come along. I must insist that you visit our laboratory.
Cease your shoving, or so help me.
Oh my gosh.
Oh dear, your poor companion. What with the new scales and your timely arrival, my colleagues are a little giddy with excitement. No harm will come to him, I promise. Meanwhile, shall we find a quiet place to talk?
That's so funny.
As you may have guessed, I am Nidana, the alchemist who sent the request to your Mistress Kryl. We have workshops across the nation collaborating on this research project. But it is here, at the Great Work, where I collate our results. Come with me, all of you, and I can explain the crux of the situation.
Okay. Oh, there's people here now. It's welcoming in these halls. We are not simply the rest of the laurels of the past, we are ever improving and inventing new forms we know. Okay. Who's this kid? He seems smaller than the other children that we've encountered before. Not to just the burden of popularity to Justinian. It is said that shellfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsia. No, because they're taking blood from Justinian. Horrible fiends have been seen flying out of that tower, and prepared antidotes for the radiant host in the event of some of them may be venomous. Where is Justinian? Is he not here? Where did they spirit him away off to? Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared across the world, and we are grateful to you, that you would assist us with ours. Though Kral herself is tied up in another investigation, Draco is an eminently capable substitute. We shall make every effort to aid you. Just correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify the etheric emissions. No, tower emits vast concentrations of ether. One cannot go anywhere near it without being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us, the alchemists, to create enchanted talismans. Talismans will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should they lack innate protection. That'd be good. Could such a thing be possible? We'll then go back to Ishgard and make a whole bunch of them. We are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. And prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruptions of Primal. Oh, that's cool. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater the resistance. We seek to amplify this protective property through our alchemy. Then we should get Hrisk Velgar's scales. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talisman. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your Blessing of Light come in. Okay. Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. I'll explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so for your safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you, with your permission, of course. In any case, Rianger and I will find other ways to make yourself useful. Seeing as you have all the work to point of class, I suspect you could do with more hands. Oh, sister, hello. Oh, my feet pics. It's a new race of people that we're encountering. We'd be grateful to any assistance you can provide. You can see them right here. Yeah, they talk like regular people. If you're ready, then let us put your blessing to proof. The new area is kind of like India based, I think. I will meet you at the top seeing some preparations. Oh, you missed the other place. It's so pretty over there. This one's nice too, though. But like every time you're in a new area, you can't fly. So I have to walk to everything now. It's so annoying. to like fly up there, I have to go all the way around. Oh, I think there's this thing right here. Simmer. I think these are steps. There. Okay, nope. Around here somewhere, there. Drunken Deepa? I hope you didn't find trouble finding this place. Climbing the hill, not at all. Physical strain. The Deepa lantern is presented to gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficiency. Went to a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of ether. Corruption. Those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe etheric sickness. Exposed 4 times, that should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capability. Please begin whenever you're ready. Okay, we'll take it. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Oh, it's moving on its own. That's so weird. I guess they enchanted it. Drunken Deepa. Please stand back. Okay. No, suffer no ill effects. Okay. Let's follow. Oh, so it's gonna make us sick when it actually works properly? That's so... Dear. Okay, let's just stand back. Discharging ether. It's probably just gonna be the 4th one then. 2. What? How's it going back this way? Oh. Yeah, that's fair. I also don't like these kind of quests. Please stand back. Last one. Survive completely unscathed. Exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. The delivery quests where you go back and forth giving people stuff. You take the Deepa off your hands. There you go. I'm assuming that's gonna be a minion later. Thank you. I shall reply it's ether when we test the talisman. So your blessings beyond doubt. There's no risk to the tower will corrupt your ether. Okay, complete. Let's go already. I just want to attack that tower. Don't worry too, are you not? Would you be amenable to assisting me with another errand? Oh, they had to get ingredients. Don't travel alone with their own peril. I'll see you for your troubles, of course. The ones in this game is mostly like ingredient gathering. It's pretty far. Mostly. Oh, there she is. Nidhana. I'm assuming they're Indian just because of their outfits and their accents earlier. I may simply be imagining it, but I feel as though we're being followed. Oh no. Gasp. Look out. Give me a fright, sitting the moment I ventured outside the safety of the work. Thank the sisters I asked you to come with me. You're alright, I hope. Good, let's continue on then. It's so far now. Isn't far now, just through these pillars up the rise. Dear. I like the other place better than this one. The previous area was like a city. It's so pretty. Lizards. Welcome to this place, thanks to their ancestors. If it is the spirit weed grows here in abundance, I shall set about harvesting it at once. We stand as guard. Oh yeah, people have been kidnapped. Been getting kidnapped here. Totally forgot. That's why we were here in the first place. People were being kidnapped.
Yes, that would be Radzat Khan. Hardly anyone has been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began.
Yay, it's voice acted.
The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing. Well, he is the most important person in Radzat Khan.
Okay. Who is he?
Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasudra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
Oh.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today. And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people. But when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution.
I'm guessing that's like...
The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
Oh.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
Oh, this guy's here.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets. I seem to recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
Who?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail?
Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans. And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
Fat Daniel. Dear, he was here. Oh, my chocobo went away. I have enough spirit weed to last a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Now back to the great work, shall we? Oh, let's see if there's one nearby. Northeast. Oh, I don't think I can jump down there yet. Nope. Yeah, it stops us. There's an ether current over there. It's raining. We'll just teleport. Oh, there's another player here. My thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. Let's accept the story of my gratitude. Yay. Money. If you'll excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. You're both back. Excellent. This little kid. A message for you, Mistress Nidana. It would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. Oh dear. 20. Before we enter, told everyone about tempering cure. Shared his knowledge of dragons. Your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new tiles and prototypes. Okay. Attend to this if you like. I can't just send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Giant skull. Sounds like something you have to kill. Oh, an ore. Really far away, should take me more time. Once more. No. We should say no. Just kidding. Think upon around these grounds, please seek out a man named Zenuya. Furnish you with a new one. Oh dear. Do the males have longer trunks? Do you like their big arms? They're fisty, oh dear. Permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own. I'll take a post nearby. A pair of hamsa? By all means. Do you try to be patient with them? Those that survived are still in training. Entrance, meet me there and you're ready. Let's go. Let's go already. No, the males look identical. Honestly. I think the girls wear like a dress and then the men wear pants. Or the males. What did you two do? Oh, what? You finished it? I watched the first episode of the One Piece. You're watching One Piece. Yeah, Zoro, so hot. I do like this version of Sanji better though. He's not like obsessed with. He's not like creepy. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. It makes you sad. I like it better that he's not like that much. I feel like it would seem a little bit weird in live action if he's like a simp like that. Because sometimes things like that work in cartoon version, but like in real life it comes off weird. Has gone missing. She said she was going to catch a fish though, so wait. Oh dear. Not Sanji harassing you. God just says. With black hair. Yeah, Robin, like when she showed up, I was like, damn, they did the scene justice. I only saw the first episode of the live action season 2. Valdesian. What are these? Vashan. There he is. Oh, she's supposed to be Russian apparently. Robin? Oh. Here are our Hamsa. If the creatures look familiar, it's because they are seen. These are Eorzean dodos. They're like chickens. The monsters in the tower. On account said the hatchery is being situated near the tower. Rain host has repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is why no one takes me. Your destination is but a stone throw away. Oops. On rejections, let us. Pursuing an outpost instead of a reward. Let's go. Max, my bird, and I will take you to your followers. Let's go to the outpost. Oh, they're controlling us. If you haven't ridden the dodos before, be warned that they have A wobbling gate. We have no control. It's funny. Oh. Formation stretching out over the waters. Look how the Swords legend holds Murga for cast down a conflict's end. Oh, this thing? This pillar? Left is quite no introduction to the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small island. Okay. Almost there. The main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff. The outpost itself is on the beach. Also, we're going down here, and the kid's going up there. I think. The dodo nest. Here we are, manned by the Radiant Host. This outpost is the first line of defense against the tower. Oh, okay. Ooh, dear. Oh, they're covered in dragon scales. Very well. I guess they're dragoons. Sure, the young Varshan. An errand for the satrap. Excellency bade me to come collect your report. So wishes to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty. We are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. His benevolence, treatment is one so young. It's callous. We have enjoyed relative peace and calm these past few days. This remains the front line of battle, no place for children. I too often traveled alone. It has been 2 years now since Yulet took over. I wonder how the fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went to represent the satrap in foreign lands. I'm certain he is well. God be praised, His Excellency. What happens if faith satrap and running against the folly? Take care of you. What do you mean, where are the fang daddies? Like, well, Nabdeen, thank you. Hello, Nabdeen, thank you. And who is this? Not Hainish by the looks of him. It appeared there too, yes. Tell me what the situation is like. So you exchanged information for their soldiers. Both parties would stand to learn something of value. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of yours have been soundly anxious. We'd be glad for your tidings we come to share. To bring Varshan's latest report and answer any questions you may have. Dear. Oh, we're going to his men. Just kidding, dear. In between the two of them. They have weird mustaches though. I don't know. Imudi. Is there anything you can tell us about this Lofroy? We know they're the ones behind the tower, and they've declared war on the whole world. So they're doing this is what they want. We don't understand. They want to destroy the whole world. Take everyone with them. What madness is this? Lose those bastards already. Okay. Q-Ateu. Ku-Tiu. I should know about the tower. To be honest, we know little and less about ourselves. The Tower of Zot, as folks have taken to calling it, only appeared where it did in the sun of Narunair. You're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to the corrupting ether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Our struggles are not unique, then our hope still lies with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're ready. Oh, there's more people here. Doop. Here, we can look at all their soldier sister. They're okay. This guy's like 7 foot. Nabdeen. My umbrella's in the way. You have to probably introduce our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is restoring peace. I'm patrolling the streets, dealing with her for treasures, such as now. Oh, by the way, I found out that the blonde guy that you're into is like 8'2". Dear. The face is being blocked by my umbrella. There's a Nicholas spawn monsters. Oh, there. It's so much the same everywhere else. Every nation is struggling. We cannot expect calls for outside to be answered. Oops. Radiant Beastkeeper. Bashan. Finished speaking of the soldiers, have you? I hope it was enlightening. As for you... Oh, as enlightening for you as it was for them. A neutral nation in trading both Ratzathan ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up when the trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth... Huh? The dearth? What does that mean? Of information. Everyone has been grateful for your account. I feel like I've never heard this word before. But come, you must see your original errand. No longer. I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. You know, the path is straightforward. You need to follow the road east. Upon the Hamsa, you will arrive before you know it. The dearth? No. The length and the dearth. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. I will say, like, it's weird that this kid is here. Like, his character model, there's other children that we've encountered, and he, like, seems shorter than all of them. It's weird. It's throwing. Oh, we get on the bird. Hamza appears to want to return home and reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your seat, speak with the Radiant Beastkeeper at the house and mount it again. Wee. Wee. It's so awkward. Okay, where are we going? This one? No, that's not right. This way, we're going north. Northeast. Oh my god, that thing's attacking me. Northeast. Getting closer. I kind of want to get. I'm gonna get the ether thing first. Ether current. What? It's in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. No, I got separated from the bird. I can get up there. What the? Oh my goodness. There it is. This thing so we can fly here. What do we have? We have 2 and 1. I know it was raining here. It's so weird. Oh, let's put our umbrella away. Okay. It's a mining area, I guess. What? Oh my, okay. Damn it, I was supposed to go on this stupid bird to get on this thing. To go back. Oh my god. Okay. That's fine. There's a little hut. There's a hut here. Okay, well, back we go. Amazing. It ran away when I jumped in the water. I didn't think it was gonna do that. Oh dear. I just wanted the ether current so badly. Could have waited. The other one's to the east. It's too far. There. Oh, and now it... What was the point of that? That's so annoying. Oh my goodness. Zinua. Lead the giant skull grounds. I'm Zinua. Here's something required. That's all Alchemist you say, but of course she'll have it. Tries to deal with the tower, at least we can do is provide them with the materials they need. Okay. Sack of giant skull. Oh, okay. Never do a good for the great work, we're grateful for efforts. If they need more, please ask. else is here? There's people here. Oh. Oh, there's like... Okay. Yeah, that's it. Okay, we'll go back. We can teleport back. Thank God. Donna. I'm back. Dare I hope... Oh, you have like giant skull? There you go. Fine systems, thank you so much for bringing these. We now have everything we need to make our next prototype. The one should be capable of passing our most rigorous tests. When it's ready, please secure. Okay. Okay. It's raining today.
I see our taskmasters have allowed you a moment's respite as well. You have to hand it to these alchemists. They are determined to see this endeavor of theirs succeed. I've never been one for blind optimism, but I sincerely get the sense they're close to a breakthrough.
They had better be, or all this effort was for naught.
The peoples of Eorzea, of the Far East, of Thavner, children of this star united in common cause against a dire threat. Yet ere they succumbed to suicidal madness, were not the Telophoroi born of her body as were we?
Oh dear, it's
They who
Orange.
cling to life and the promise of the morrow's dawn, against they who desire death and an ending of their own orchestration.
At least he was like,
The
there.
victors of this war alone will hold the right
Surely
to answer
he is
the
a
question
standout.
of existence, of its meaning, and its worth.
Poetic and ominous to a fault. That said,
He's indeed a king
if
of
it's an
word salad.
existential debate in nature, then our arguments might not be as persuasive as you'd think. Fandaniel wants to die and take everyone with him in an
Orgy.
orgy of pain and suffering. An utterly vile and unforgivable idea. And yet, when spat upon by fate and wailing in the deepest pit of despair, who among us can say they have not entertained similar thoughts? There are nights black as pitch, bereft of hope, and no words of comfort can reach you. And it's all you can do to grit your teeth and choke back the bile.
Oh damn, that got dark.
The more you see and suffer life's injustices, the more difficult they become to bear. Vengeance is nurtured in similar soil. Though your anger has a broader focus, the sentiment is much the same. A fervent desire to destroy others, to see them drown in torment, as you have.
That about sums it up. The will to endure is not always as strong as the urge to burn it all down and salt the earth. Survival be damned. It's a struggle, often close and brutal.
Indeed. Well, I, for one, shall pray survival proveth more appealing in the end.
As will I. Besides, our chances are much improved when we've the company of others committed to the cause of life. Our vengeful dragoon here is proof of that.
Bloody. Hello. Lambo.
What is it? What did you see?
Fandaniel.
Are you sure? If he knows we've been working on a countermeasure.
It holds. The vessel holds. This is the one.
At long last!
Yeah. Doing the storyline.
Look! We have finally created a talisman strong enough to withstand our experiments. We've named it a warding scale for the time being. With this in your possession, your soul should be completely shielded from corruptive ether.
Yay.
Afforded such protection, any one of us may approach the towers without fear. Thou hast mine admiration. 'Tis an invention of historical significance.
I thank you for your kind words. But I would prefer you keep them unsaid until we test the talisman's efficacy in the field. It is for the next stage of our plan that we summoned you in the first place, to accompany me to the Tower of Zot. Should the scale prove effective, as I very much hope it will, then you'll have little to do. But should the effect be weaker than anticipated, I must ask that you restrain me, or knock me senseless. Either way, we are fortunate to have you with
Not
us.
the toes. Leave her toes alone.
Nidana, are you certain you wish to do this?
If others are to trust our creations, then we must have faith in them first. And as the senior researcher, it falls to me to lead by example. But should I fail to return, then learn what you can from this attempt and apply it to the next. Our work must continue.
Oh,
Is
no.
that clear?
Is she gonna die out here? Surely she won't.
We'll keep an eye on the place while you're away. Assuming Fandaniel is lurking about, there's no telling what mischief he has in mind for us, or you. Be on your guard.
Fandaniel.
Shall we be on our way? I'll have one of the soldiers at the hatchery prepare us a boat, and we can set out from the northern shore. I'll see you there.
This looks like she's gonna die. What the hell? Oh my goodness. We just met you. The sun's out. From the northern shore. Oh dear, I don't know if I want to suffer that kind of torment. What are those things? Maybe. Shotgun only. No, not Valorant shotgun only. We can only play people with mobility. It'll be just Jet, Raze. What's her name? Who else can dash? The new character. Radiant Soldier. We're finer vote than I expected. I won't complain. Switch yourself. Other clones can fulfill my role. Some kind. Perhaps the only hope for this tower. Rossakes, do not hesitate to do what must be done, whatever that may be. The further this out, the more nervous I become. That has to be off. Tower of Zot. Oh my god, no. I can't go back to Maple Story, man. That game like consumed my life back then. There.
We should soon cross the threshold of the tower's influence.
Will it protect her?
Any moment now. It's working! And you are still yourself? Then I'd like to see how it fares closer to the tower if we could. So far, so good. The scale's protection appears to be holding. If we can just make it to the tower's entrance.
Oh no.
A few more steps.
This doesn't sound good, the way they're like doing it like this.
Praise be to the sisters, we made it! And the scale has proven itself to be everything we hoped it would be. Now we can focus on production. Once we've equipped and returned with an entire survey team, this menace will soon give up its secrets.
Oh.
What?
Do something. Oh, there, she's done. Oh no. She's been taken. It was sister. Sister took her so she could take feet pics. Oh no. Oh no, they've been absorbed into the tower. Oh no, get her out.
Oh, let me go! Oh, let me go! Oh!
Let her go, sister.
Oh, do calm down. You'll only hurt yourself thrashing about like that.
Stop! Oh, you can't do this! Please!
No, she got absorbed. That's kind of sad. Oh dear, that's so depressing actually.
A little late for heroics, I'm afraid. The similarities are striking. My! Such hostility! Never before has my artistry so displeased. My patrons of old would have positively squealed in delight, though, between you and me, I find gushing praise exhausting.
Not the blasphemy. No, give us the scale back.
Allow me to tell you a story. Surely you've yet to hear the one about Van Daniel, the sundered Ascian. I inherited the position and the soul of the Van Daniel who sat on the convocation in the time of the final days, theoretically speaking. Practically speaking, that fact is of no consequence. I was born and lived as, well, me. Eventually, I was recruited into the Ascians and imbued with the former Van Daniel's knowledge and memories, but I never felt that they were truly a part of who I am.
Well, okay. So is this guy still Asahi then?
How to explain? Perhaps if I told you who I was before my Ascian embrace, although that chapter too is a past I've long since discarded. I have it on good authority you've poked your nose into an Allegan ruin or two. Yes? Then I expect you've heard of me. The old me.
At your service.
Oh, we've seen that name before in the ruins. Oh dear.
Imagine a nation of unbridled prosperity. Every need met, day after day of unbroken, unshakable peace. Existence fulfilled and ripe for decay.
You are a genius without peer, Amon. However do you conceive of such delightful experiments? That fool was beside himself with panic when he awoke with the head of a bull.
Oh dear.
Even his cries for help emerged as so much guttural lowing. Oh, the memory of it. My poor sides. My friends and I were so consumed by laughter we struggled to breathe.
It's kind of messed up.
No more than entertainment for bored wastrels ignorant of its worth. My all-consuming work. But it was not their only.
This is from like the Allegan Empire, I guess.
For they were ever hungry for stimulation. Slaves to the slightest hint that amusement was afoot. Our nation was ailing, but I would see the poison purged. I resurrected a legend, our first and greatest emperor. And just as I had planned, he set our wayward empire back on the path of conquest. An inexhaustible ambition carried us onwards, always onwards. Yet, he who delivered to us such glory was not to be satisfied.
Oh, Emperor.
Heed me, Amon.
Wait, so he's Amon from the temple, or the Crystal Tower. That's so weird.
No matter how vast one's
That's so long.
empire, or full one's treasure vault,
This is like a boss from like the first
all
expansion.
is rendered meaningless by death.
He's the emperor of the Elegant Empire. They're like a super advanced empire that disappeared.
In the end, all is lost.
You know as well as I that the Emperor stands to lose this war, and so I have come to claim you. For while your methods leave something to be desired, we cannot deny the results of your work. And as fortune would have it, the seat of Van Daniel, your rightful seat, lies vacant and waiting. Take your place amongst your peers, rather than die a pointless death amidst the ashes of your doomed nation. Send one of your clones to the Crystal Tower that you might see for yourself. See what lies ahead. The fall of the Empire affirmed the truth. Majestic and tragic, as the Emperor foresaw. Scheme as you like, build as you will, nothing endures. What is life but a brief jaunt ending in emptiness?
Ghost Rider for My Chemical.
So easily distracted. Why, I almost left without saying farewell. As for your friend, you needn't worry. These pawns are far more useful to me alive as fuel for the primals.
Oh dear. That's the point of his voice.
If you attempt to pull them free, they will die. So, enjoy tackling that conundrum with your comrades.
Oh dear.
We shall meet again! Not in one of these minor spires, oh no, but somewhere more suitably grandiose. Your favorite playmate is ever so eager to see you.
His the body he took over was from someone who was obsessed with Xenos, I guess. You would have liked that character, sister. It was very like oh no. Turn but it's just Nitana. She's in the tower. She's part of the tower now. Making the talisman. You must report this at once. Meanwhile, please return to the great work. Oh no. What the? What was that? Something's gone awry, hasn't it? What happened? Fendai, after all. Sure you want to do more, but you were right to return here first. There is PvP in this game. It's quite difficult. No, there's like arenas There's also like a League of Legends type map, and like an escort mission type thing for PvP. And there's Capture the Flag. The people with stunning abilities and pull abilities are pretty brutal in PvP, because then you'll just get dragged into their team and it's just like instant death. To explain. For PvP. Oh no, poor Nidana. The elephant lady. Answer me this. Though Nidana is trapped in the tower, she's still alive, yes? Then we must make warding scales, as many as we can. The prototype works perfectly. This Nidana proved her at peril to herself. Now let's make more scales, and that she and all those who were taken might be saved. As alchemists, we will help win the fight. This kid's back. The satrap has been made aware of the tragedy. Oh no. He offers his heartfelt condolences and reiterates the pledge to provide you with all that you require. To that end, he bade me give you this link pearl, that he might personally discuss the reduction of the warding scales with you. As for yours and visitors, I bear an invitation. In her report, Mistress Nidan noted your vital contributions to the talisman's creation. This fact came to the satrap's attention. In recognition of your deeds, he wishes to meet you. Okay. Sorry, I was eating chocolate. In addition to thanking you in person, he would also discuss further avenues of collaboration. So if it is agreeable, will you not accompany me to Razatan for an audience with His Excellency? Razatan. I'll be honored, of course. Closer cooperation between our lands can only be a benefit to all. Please come to the gates of the east of Giant Skull grounds, and I will show you to the city. Oh, we get to see the other city now. I think this is the other large city in this part of the expansion. Let's see. Up there. Quite a while away. God, I miss flying already. It's been like one part and that I can't fly, and it's already like so brutal. I guess it's kind of nice though. They make you like go through the map like you would back in the day. It's kind of cool. It's so far. I'm guessing that's Mazahan. Dear. they are. Once visited, the city was ringing with life. I expect the tower has dampened the mood somewhat. Okay. Of the satrap, I know the common tidbits. In position as hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that despite possessing authority, he wields it sparingly. Well, however, it's safe to assume that he's good at his job. He is so far worse than an ally. Thus, I pray that you'll join common cause of the satrap. I don't think I've ever seen this character ever. Let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and the strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times. Okay. What's an eyeball?
A vast rock squats upon Thavner, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rods at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun.
Oh, that was cool.
The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets.
Oh, that's cool. It's so purple though. I guess the sun's setting.
But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are. Megaduta.
That's pretty.
It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside.
Like all the elephants in the city. I wonder, because they're primal supposed to be the Maga sisters, right?
Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid.
No, this is the...
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzatan. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
I like this character I've never heard of. Like, sometimes you'll hear the names of characters from other expansions beforehand, but never heard of this guy's name at all. Nidana, I've heard her name, but not this one. This guy I don't know anything about.
A regrettable incident indeed.
Maybe he doesn't survive long.
Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
Yeah, that's a cool background.
I think not.
What?
This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
What?
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
Oh, it's the dragon.
As you wish.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me. Even here have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn.
This. Oh, it's the dragon from the trailer.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Okay, we've heard this one before. Ritra. He's from the trailer.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard's Sorma's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively.
That's cool.
In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured.
How come no one else knows about that?
Until marauding heroes from the mainland
why.
came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility, when it seemed all would be drowned in blood. Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But if Ritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just...
A charade, yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully
Because
for
people would want to
generations.
kill certain people want to kill the dragons, so...
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end.
Oh, from Ishgard.
I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who joined me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
"'Tis here, buried within a semblance of flesh.
Oh.
The body before thee is but
Oh,
a
so he's not a real
simulacrum,
person.
constructed by the finest artisans of
So this is
Razatan,
him, like this thing.
with mine eye nestled within. It
Oh,
doth
that's so weird.
serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will."
So this kid's never in any danger. He's a fucking dragon.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered. Estinian warm blood.
That's why his eyes are so red.
From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another. Yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Anan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a surer path before me. Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Kartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions, and should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales.
And the towers be useless.
I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
Oh, okay.
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Sharlayan is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz Anan, I see no reason to refuse. Nor will I.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, you killed his brother, so it's kinda... Damn.
I am in thy debt.
That was a surprise. I was not expecting that. Not at all. That's cool, I guess. First brewed in such circumstance. Of course, our actions are decided. Let us not tarry. Clear objective ahead of us. Let us rejoin Connor's Charlie and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower of Zot. I've done so already. Be sure to attune to the Aetheryte here before departing. Oh. Well, we weren't able to walk around. Oh. What? You won't let us into the city still? God damn it. Alright, I guess we'll go back to Charlian. This is the prettiest city in the game. That we've seen so far. I like this one. The Charlian Empire. Oh, it's taking a while to load. I really like nighttime all the time for some reason. I don't. It's weird. Where is. Let's go. Welcome to prepared for us to Foreign Tower. Okay. As I was getting used to the balmy Thavnir, we're back in chilly Charlian. Take care not to catch your death. Now our investigation here remains. But when that's over, we can take stock of all the developments and discoveries. Okay, complete. Oh, we have to finish both quests before we can continue. Okay. That sounds what could be yours. If the forum is intent on concealing its intentions, then the cursory investigation will avail us little. We'll need to dig deeper in the greatest of care. Returning to the city was a pleasant distraction. I feel more ready than I am now. The process of which the forum members were elected is fair and equitable. Neither wealth nor social standing offers any advantages to a prospective candidate. But fairly elected or not, Master Matoya still found them all to be insufferable. Wow. An unsettling change has come over Charlian, but together we will divine the underlying cause of the forum's callousness. As I mentioned before, however, the questioning of the councillors directly is a fruitless endeavor. They seem to already have come to a consensus as to what and how little they're willing to divulge. This is why when we began scouring Charlian Archive historical records for any hint of connections of final days, so to say that progress has been slow. There's no dusty pages, one consuming a day. But now that I have this band of willing reinforcements, the search should proceed with all the swifter. Outside the Nomon. Next to the right, and you'll find the archive's western edge of the woods. Everyone's going to the library. To the library. So pretty. Oh, kind of. A little bit. A little bit. My directions were easy to follow, enough to follow, I hope. In case stand before you, the doors of the Normand, Charlene's greatest collection of books and tomes. It's actually only an entrance, one of many. Roots of the tree. In comparison, the vast halls of the Great Global Library pale in comparison to Normand's endless maze of subterranean chambers. Any citizen of Charlene is free to enter and peruse the shelves. Well, most of the shelves. Only Archons are afforded access to certain restricted vaults. Dispatch Stola and Raha to investigate those. Meanwhile, Alizé Alphanode will help me continue my search through the stacks open to the general public. Your status presents more of a problem. As a non-citizen, you are only permitted to browse the first floor here at the entrance. Even so, there should be a number of books which touch upon Chaldean history or foreign policy. To find the study in relevant publications, I promise you a working knowledge on the subject. Who's we're looking for? Let us be about it, shall we? I've told the others to meet us at the stone benches over there once they found some promising tomes. Happy reading. We have to look for books. Oh, there's a lot. So pretty. What about down there? Story of Charlean. Long ago on the island of Northern Sea lived a Rhodegan man named of Nunkrepf. Student of astrology, divined the flood of terrifying proportions would soon sweep over the lands of Eorzea. So it was that he built a gigantic ship, assembled a crew, and set sail for the imperiled realm. Flood arrived and foretold. The horror of the strangely churning waters drove the people towards the ocean. It was there, however, that Nunkrepf's crew hauled them aboard this ark, and the danger was not past. A towering wave approached, threatening to smash the vessel to pieces. Only moments of despair, Nunkrepf wove the mighty spell of teleportation and shifted the entire ship to safety atop the Alabathia's spine. Oh, that's so high up. Refuge from the surrounding... It's like a floating mountain. Surrounding regions huddled alongside them, but it was not long before the visitors. Dwindling supply of food led to violence and bloodshed. Nunkrepf gathered him and his crew to grateful passengers aboard the Ark, and to those reddened peaks they journeyed to the coast where they built a new ship, and upon entering northern seas, they landed on a beached island and settled upon the very spot. They met the city of Charlie, and we live to this day. Also, this is how they came here. Old Roads, the colony. Many years ago, the banks of Thaliak and Dravanian hinterlands, a Charlean colony once thrived. This settlement, is the place that was destroyed, was re-established a mere outpost to study the ethereal sea, the year 1311 in the 6th astral era. Scholars dispatched to Eorzea found facilities wanting. As demands encouraged gradual expansion of structures and services, as rumors spread of a growing community of academics, the area was further inundated with Eorzean students, hoping to share within the realm wisdom of the Charleans. 50 years later, the Forum passed a motion to recognize what had become a flourishing town as the official Charlean colony. Resident residents took upon calling the colony itself Charlean, which led to no small amount of confusion when discussions turned the subject of motherland. In response, Charlean inhabitants pressed the name would be referred to it as the Emporium. Following the exodus, however, goblins and treasure hunters claimed it for themselves, a corner of abandoned colony, and gave it another name, Idleshire. On the features of Idleshire, this book does not appear to contain additional information on the forum. No. The last book. Time-worn tome. Stewards of Wisdom. During the chaos of the 6th Endwalker colony, Arkaninka, founder of the Charlean, bore witness to the madness of the savagery men brought to the brink of despair. Upon raising the settlement on an island of northern Empty, he instructed people thus: renounce the ways of war and pursue enlightenment through knowledge and reason. The Chaldeans took to heart the words of their savior, thenceforth served as stewards of wisdom, upon the foundation of accumulating learning. They built a homeland unlike any other, a nation born from strength of minds rather than strength of arms. With the knowledge of economics came shrewd trading, with knowledge of agriculture became bountiful crops, and long swords of enduring squabbles over the water. Managers could barter a wealth of coin, and with more wisdom spread through the world and more mankind, the whole world would thrive. And so it was no matter of trials or tribulations in an age, the citizens of Charlian would live by their founders' teachings for the sake of a better tomorrow. By her star they would eschew tools of war and knowledge to deliver the world. Okay. Well-worn manual. So, studying Epiphany. In so few years of life to achieve our goals. Doing so much well. Oh, this is just looking blue covered book. Introduction to the Heavens. It's beyond beyond the sun. Stars have only taken root, the heavens in our own ways, star believed to be. I came closest to understanding the laws which govern the starry abyss. They are the ones which Dalamud and sought to expand beyond our earthbound existence. Oh, what? I wonder your interest in this study field has remained. This is not related to the topic. This one. A growing city. In many years which followed the founding of Charlian, civic policy, other matters of import were decided in ecclesia, a public forum in which every citizen is eligible to speak. As the city's population grew, however, the format became increasingly impractical. The larger number of participants gave rise to ever longer debates, resulting in significant delays to vital resolutions. Various measures ranged in the 600 era, astral era, which Charlian transition from new form of governance. The nation would now be led by a body of 99 members, citizens chosen from amongst their peers, by means of a nationwide vote. Thus was the forum, as we know it is today, conceived and created. Okay, what was the last one? Where are they? Oh, they're here. Were you waiting long? I wanted to make sure I'd borrowed at least a few promising volumes. Alphanode and Kryl should also be along shortly. As later in a similar fashion, as far as I could see, no titles in the Archon's text mentioned the final days specifically, so we have no choice but to start with the tangentially relevant tomes, if there are even that. At present, the plan is to skim through as quickly as we dare and share our discoveries as we make them. It would have been nice to invite everyone to the estate, plenty of comfortable places to read, and we used to play without tea. I was quite fond of reading outside. Not a little precious, is it? You miss your home. Oh, it's been difficult. After our arrival, we managed to speak to one of the family servants and ask how things were. It seems our father has instructed the staff that even if Alphanode and I were to return to Charlian, we were not to be allowed across the threshold. Oh dear. They've been banished. A harsh measure indeed. I hope our efforts to understand his position and that of the forum will perhaps lead to a reconciliation. We'll amend this rift one day, I'm certain of it. And what of you, Graha? Have you been to visit your family? Or do they not live here in the city? Oh well, my situation is somewhat complicated. I was raised in Charlian, yes, but I was born further away. In the southern reaches of Ilsabard, in fact, for generations my people have dwelt in Corvos, a coastal region opposite of the island of Thavner. The Elegans founded a city that was fertile land and built a ship, brought it and subjugated tribes of the Mikot to serve as their laborers. Oh dear. Of course, the massive earthquakes of the fourth umbral calamity brought an end to the Empire's reign, and when the fifth calamity froze the seas solid, many of the tribes living in the Corvos braved the journey back to Eorzea. My ancestors, however, chose to remain, that they might prevent the remnants of the elegant technology from being misused. Isn't Corvos under Garlean rule? For the past 50 years, yes, some semblance of local culture remains, as it is the case for most imperial provinces, but Garlemald renamed the region Locus Amonis? Locus Amonis. When I was a boy, a nearby town came under jurisdiction of an illustrious imperial family, the nobles of the House of Darnus. Oh. Gaius? House Darnus demonstrated singular interest in elegant civilization, and so my tribe was forced to consider a plan of action. For some time already, voices had raised in favor of abandoning our ancient customs. After all, the elegant eye no longer passed to our eldest children as reliably as it once had. Fear of discovery eventually tipped the scales, and the decision was made to bury our ties to the knowledge and traditions of Aleg. As the last child born with the elegant eye, I was given over to the custody of the friends of students of Baldessian, who had me registered as a Shalian citizen. I never considered. Forgive me, it was an unkind question. Yeah. Even Thancred was taken in by Archon Louisol, was he not? Stories of adopted waifs and rescued orphans are more common among Shalians than you might think. Yet regardless of our origins, we all provided the equal opportunity to learn, and with sufficient perspicacity, we outsiders can even earn the vaunted title of Archon. This is exactly why I've loved this country, and why I wish it to remain a nation of which its citizens can be proud. Another good reason to get to the bottom of the Forum's stubbornness, aside from the trifling matter of our impending doom. Excuse us while we try to make some headway on these books. More companies should be arriving in a moment now. No, that's actually pretty sad. Why would they go over that on a side thing like this? Galuf? What's Kral's grandfather? Flying carpets. Baffling behavior. Next. Returned with our selections. Although I must say the pickings were quite slim indeed, Mistress Kyle has already flicked through every history book devoted to disasters and more, if you rarely made mention of them. As such, we will be looking into research papers from umbral calamities, as well as articles written by prominent forum members, as their knowledge in the final days comes as an unexpected source. Which may I ask you a few questions related to the final days? I'm the only one here who didn't witness the events of Amarat firsthand, and fear that I may be overlooking critical detail. Well, there was the first beast, the monsters from their fear, and then the meteors. Where will I begin? First things first, what kind of phenomena did the ancients encounter at the final days drew nigh? Creation magics, animals were no. The unfolding catastrophe wreaked havoc in all manner of life. Chaos extended to the ancients themselves, causing powers to creation to spiral out of control. Fear and despair manifested in considerable, tangible fashion. Meteors raining from the sky, fire erupting from the ground, indescribable abominations prowling the streets. More or less aligns with my understanding. If the only arts of creation had survived until the present day, we might have had something substantial to analyze. To the best of our knowledge, however, those techniques have not preserved or passed on. Shtola summarizes the closest known magic is that of summoning rituals promulgated by the Asians. Promulgated by the Asians. Was there aught else of note heralded in the approach of the final days? Her star was engulfed with disaster at once. The keening sound of the land itself. Oh, I need both of these for this. Right. Oh, I guess the end of it was when everything was hitting. I spoke of a keening sound that rose from the land itself. Just before the region was visited by a catastrophe. We never did hear the sound ourselves, of course. Thrust as we were into the midst of the madness. So the ground was crying out, you say? To be considered a harbinger of doom, it must have been quite distinctive, and probably quite loud. I'll have to speak with one of the Nomans, Mamis, and ask if the other books will make mention of such a sound. But last but not least, would you describe how the ancients sought to quell this unpredictability? What definitive action did they take? They summoned Zodiark. With Elidibus serving as his heart, so many gave themselves in a sacrifice to bring him into being. Half of the world's population. We do not know exactly how Zodiac brought salvation to the star, only that by his godlike will were the laws of nature set aright. Then once the balance was redressed, the ancients offered up another sacrifice to heal the ravages of the final days. Life sprouted anew, and those fledgling souls they intended to render unto Zodiac a trade would have allowed them to resurrect the shades of loved ones absorbed by the primal. Or might have had Venat and her followers not manifested their opposition in form of Hydaelyn. Thank you both for your review. I feel much more confident in my understanding of the events. Why does it make me wonder that the Lofroy truly mean they speak the final days? We've seen. Oh yeah, his sorry, Gra has his body in the other world was crystallized, and then his soul returned to his body here. We've seen what they're doing to the towers of theirs, forcing people to summon primals and catalysts. They're attempting to mirror the conditions caused by unstable creation magics. Once they're simply using the final days as a figure of speech, a convenient metaphor for the scale of destruction they plan to unleash. But all of this is pointless conjecture at this stage. Let us return to our attention to form, shall we? We should keep an eye out for Shtola. 'Tis time we began studying these research papers. Oh yeah, you might have missed that. Like at the very end, his soul came back with the rest of the other two, everyone else that was teleported. And then his was in the crystal. His actual body was in the crystal tower, so he's back to normal. For your Stola, it's so pretty here. He did technically die, sorta. We just spirited his soul away back here. I am the last, am I? Well, my extended search of the Archon stacks produced one of the two possibly useful books. But I wouldn't get your hopes up. If you recall, Urianger learned the source of reflections from the Garen oracles. For the potential to cause panic and confusion, that tome was deemed apocrypha and sealed away in the Great Google Library. 'Tis even less likely that knowledge of the sundered world, not to mention the horrors of the final days, would have left sitting on a shelf for any curious scholar to find. It stands to reason that my colleagues, be the Archons or Consulars, should perforce be largely ignorant on the subject. Yet when you confronted Master Foshinol with the knowledge of the Telophoroi and the machinations, he scoffed at the suggestion that they posed a threat. He seemed adamant that the Forum would know if the final days were truly upon us. Which only supports the conclusion that whatever privileged wisdom that's guiding the Forum's behavior, It is being kept from the rest of the nation. Not that I mean to excuse myself from reading duty. Whether they contain mention of the final days or no, these books could yet hold something of value. You weren't thinking of leaving, were you? There's plenty of work for everyone. There. Still, what's your store's research assistant? Thank you for your help. Without your assistance, if I were you. Okay. Nope. Oh, what did he say? You used to be lost in reading. Wait, where'd Offload go? Oh dear, you look exhausted. What about your studies? Are you able to find any books of subjects that I mentioned? Yes, should you wish to read them again, a method in reference to the desk will put you in the right direction. For the moment though, I suggest you reserve a well-deserved rest. We might be occupied with research for some time. Oh, cool. Oh, there's a study break. Ready for a tea break? I know I am. Honestly, my neck and shoulders are going to calcify if I don't stretch my legs and walk around for a bit. You know the last stand down by the harbor, don't you? Come meet me near the outside tables and I'll treat you to coffee. It's quite good. Oi. Looks like it's gonna start raining again. It keeps raining lately in the game. You know, like the weather is randomized, but I would like some sunny days, please. Dear. Busy as ever, I see. How very Charlian. There's no gourmet cafe has sprung up to complete our customers. This crowd gives me an idea. How about we place an order, and why don't you ask a few questions catch the mood for the city? You hear what average citizen has to say about the Telefroy. We might even learn something new. This guy. But can a man not enjoy more of his sight? If you're looking for a shareable table, I respectfully request that you look elsewhere. Wondering if you knew the Telefroy. These enemies of peace are violence. We hope you do. You're a House of Lavria girl, aren't you? And this man is obviously a foreigner. I heard you were disowned for helping outsiders indulge the barbaric whims, and here you are giving truth to the rumor. I'll thank you to leave me be. I've not to say to the likes of damn. Like this guy. I expect an ounce of civility from one so enlightened. Come. Hildois. Yes, I don't believe I have had the pleasure. Pray excuse the interruption, but I was hoping you might share your thoughts on the Telefroy and their unconscionable plans. Yes, it wasn't now, young Miss Leverrier. Apologies, but I work in the offices of Forum. If word were to reach Master Fortunal that I was helping you... I see. We're sorry to have bothered you. Dick on. This guy. Welcome, sir. What can I offer you today? Mistress Alice, I see that. My word, how long has it been? Far too long. Owner of the last stand, I used to frequent his cafe on occasion between the lessons at the studio. That seems like an age ago now, but I remember hearing you and Master Evelyn were set sail for Eorzea, but then you never came back. Lately there's been gossip that your father disowning the pair of you. Everything alright at home? Oh dear. It's complicated, and I haven't expected the complete strangers to be so familiar with our situation quite so quickly. Everyone has an opinion, it seems. Well, it is House Leveilleur. No matter how discreet Master Fauchelevent may have been, news of your family's doing never stays secret for long. Things being what they are, what brings you back to the city now of all times? Questions, then only Charlians have the answer. Please, tell me, Master Dickon, have you heard anything of the apocalypse called the Final Days? What, like the end of the world? Nothing like that, I'm afraid. And what you're here to find information in this apocalypse? As you can learn, unfortunately our patrons appear to be unwilling to speak with me. Wish there was more I could do to help. But maybe there is. You're a visitor to Charlian, aren't you? If you know your face, we should be able to pass you off as a server with none the wiser. You just finished preparing a few orders. Strike up some friendly conversation while you're setting down food, and you might be able to get answers you're looking for. Oh, nice. That's what do you think? Yeah, why wouldn't we? Attention now, and I'll explain each of these dishes need to go. Oh, it's due. Set a chatty group sitting by the water's edge. So tea. Omelette for the regulars. Highlander named Gisla. She's sitting in the outside table. Omelette. He's ordered an oven-baked lobster. Got that on? Okay, good luck. So tea goes here, I think. Set some tea. Thank you. I've never heard of them, of the Final Days. My friends and I are somewhat uninformed when it comes to current events. If you want to hear some ritual arcane practices 6th astral era, or common or esoteric, I'd be always happy to talk your ear off. Nope. Gisla. She wanted the omelette. 6-8, let's dig it in. No time to waste. Thlofroi? Ah yes, I remember seeing the name in the latest gazette. And some grand claim about the end of days, same old senseless warmongering. When you see these fools grow tired of spilling each other's blood. Best to stay out of it, I say. The Forum made the right choice, and I fully support their decision to remain neutral. There. I want the lobster. Last, the oven-baked lobster is mine. You will have no idea how long I've skimmed and saved and suffered to afford this heavenly dish. Oh dear. Smitutia. The Final Days? This is the first I've heard of it. Well, I explain why my friends have rushed off on his feet. It seems as busy a time as Gleaner. Oh, Gleaner is. They're collectors of our sort. They travel the world procuring things we haven't got here in Charlotte. Priceless books, unusual live specimens, and so forth. So, named for the folks who trial after reapers of the fields, picking up every grain of across accounts, gleaning the most meticulous, demanding profession. If these Thlofroi make good on their audacious threats, then many uncatalogued rarities could be lost forever. Who else would the Gleaners be buzzing about in such a frenzy? Watch the harbor and you'll see what I mean. They're carting loads in from the docks all day. I've never been this hectic before, not like this. Oh, because the war might destroy things. For information. Any trouble with the customers? Were you able to get anyone talking? Sort of. Interesting. They seem unaware of the Final Days, aside from whatever vague news the gazettes are printing. Even Dickon had nothing to offer, and he's the best source of gossip in the city. The Forum does have a secret knowledge, and they've done an impressive job of ensuring no one whispers it in the wrong ear. Thank you for playing the part well. Here, a cup of coffee, I promised. Alright, Alize. Somewhere else, shall we? Maybe behind the peristyle, away from the gossips and their wagging tongues. This should do nicely, out of the wind and out of sight.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing.
Oh.
It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say.
Well, your father's an asshole. Just kidding.
Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. How being stubborn and self-righteous must run in the family. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
No, girl. I agree with your choice. It's these guys, they're the collectors. They have to know something, because they're like gathering information from all over the world.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility.
That's what that place. I always hear that name, Labyrinthos. It was like the first time, like direct contact with that word.
That did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait, didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Let's go spy on them. Onto a boat. Slowly. Let's go, Alize. We should tell the others we've learned about the gleaners. Go on ahead to the Numan. I'll join you in a moment. Master Dagon will want his cups back. Me. Oh, this is teleportation. We'll just teleport over. What's this? I think this is the closest. It's still over here. But I still... Nope. Welcome back. Been for a walk and cleared your head, have you? Not exactly. We did some impromptu investigating and turned up some information on the Gleaners. I think that's how they animate that we're giving them all the information. Our arms just waving. It makes sense. The Gleaners take their requests directly from the instructions. Oh. Institutions and bureaucrats, and as you say, they ultimately answer to the forum. A sudden significant increase in Gleaner traffic in the cargo certainly gives the impression of overarching plan being put into motion. Let us see what theory we can build from the facts. Shows Noma's archives appear to be containing no information concerning the final days. Well, the fact is as they learned the last stand, we can reasonably sure that the Shralians know nothing of the particular period of ancient history. Those colleagues are not the only ones familiar with the final days, but somehow certain destruction are being perpetrated by the way of the Telephoroi is wholly unlike the apocalyptic events. Moreover, the Forum claims to be occupied with the duty of pressing importance that they saw fit to unanimously deny Eorzea's request for aid. And now the Gleaners, official agents of the state, have been mobilized to an unprecedented scale. I did not think it a stretch to include the Gleaners' recent activities in the service of the Forum's secretive ends. In which case, our next course of action seems obvious. We visit Labyrinthos and assess the situation ourselves. If we're lucky, the Gleaners will be far more receptive to our questions. Let's go. I feel like we should be hiding the twins because everyone knows who they are. I'm glad you approve. You won't be disappointed, I promise. As for myself, there are a few more subjects I should like to research. I may join you later, but feel free to leave behind your borrowed books and be on your way. I'll see that each is returned to its proper place. Very good help. Thank you, Raha. Let's head down the stairs over there. I'll show you where the entrance is. Yeah, let's go. To Labyrinthos. Already, Labyrinthos is not too far from here, but you may find the path a bit disorientating. I'll take the lead. Stay close. Brisk walk. Learn more about... Okay. Oh, I guess she's walking, so... we're gonna have to follow her like this. This is not a brisk walk, girl. This wasn't amongst the trees. Then run! Kidding, dear. Oh my goodness. I thought they said brisk walk. Oh, you run. Try to keep up. Oh, okay. Oh, frick. What the hell? What the hell, Alize? What the fuck was that? Steer path straight ahead. Cross the bridge. Damn. Up here. Oh, like, okay. Oh, damn, this city's so pretty. Okay. The Rastra, not far now. Why are they making her run like this? If I were, I would want to live here actually, out of all the cities in this game. Oh. Or through this door and down the stairs. You remember to attune to the shard back there, didn't you? Or it'll make your life much easier if you come back in a hurry, otherwise you should keep moving. Okay. here. It's like an elevator. I think wrong turn into the roster, did you? I doubt the forum would take kindly to you being barging into a private session. I've not been to Labyrinthos in the longest time. Even as a student, my visits were few and far between. How did the forum learn of the final days? Exactly how much did they know? What do they intend to do about it? Hopefully the answer is the least of those questions lie below. Here we are now, yes? I've taken the liberty of securing permission for our group's descent. Everyone to the left, down we go. What's this? This is a mini sun underground.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun
That's
within
so
a fabricated
pretty.
sky.
What the hell?
In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves, and this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation.
Oh, that's cute.
Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Oh, that's pretty. Just a fake sun. I'm guessing those are screens, not sky.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Oh dear.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Follow them.
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Oh, what's going on with the crowd? What was that? Chicken.
Did you call to me just now?
Nope.
No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy
Oh
from the
dear, are
descent.
you okay, Kyle?
I'll be fine, I'm sure.
Oh my.
Let's
what
get to
the
work,
hell's
shall
going
we?
on with you? We'll start on this side. This place is massive. Like, we're here. Holy shit, how big is this place? Dobbin. Dismiss or summon. Oops. These are just like down here in the age. I wish I got my bearings before we went bubbling about. Tave. Tive. She's taking in seeds. They're saying they're not preparing for the underworld, but it seems like they're just gathering like stuff to restart the world should it end, which is kind of suspicious, man. That's suspicious. Oh dear. What are the other three? Let's talk to them before we continue. Nope. No, okay. I mean, more headaches because I don't have the glue in here. Push into a pile of crates. Now I have a pack of mammoths running loose. So this grand operation began without warning, and for every item they bring in, they're sending more inventory somewhere else. That would explain the haggard faces I've been seeing. We were right, the forum is definitely up to something. They're turning Labyrinthos upside down in the process. Dear. We do well to learn more of what specifically the Gleaners are being tasked to do, as well as those who tasked them to do it. If you're game, I have an idea. Okay. Didn't the Gleaners... Oh, one of the Gleaners you questioned say something about escaped mammoths? Perhaps you're able to capture and help them capture these creatures. You might be inclined toward more friendly and enlightened conversation. Compare notes afterwards. Happy hunting. Oh my gosh. Erenville. I think suitable to pay for, but from the assistance. All specimens, no desire. Is what mice they call them. We're mercy mammoths, reseasons here are present, so there should be no mistaking our little fugitives. We can catch any stuff from the sack gently, of course. Oh, there's monsters in here. Why are there monsters in here? Dear. What is that? Troll? I want to hunt down those things here. Up here. Scampered off. I guess there's a night and day cycle here, even though it's like a fake sun. Why do they have monsters down here? And like such high level monsters too. What's over here? What? Oh my goodness. Oh, it's probably up there somewhere. Oh, the sun goes out. There you are. I don't know why they wouldn't have an aetherite crystal here. In the middle. Right, I tracked down the 3 in the pack, which leaves 1 unaccounted for. So odd man out, okay. Live well in isolation as much as you release them in the habitat. I think we're able to recapture them swiftly. You have my thanks. Yeah, what's the purpose? The form to decide their guiding authority behind Labyrinthal Citadel, after all, and this job is one small part of the great inventory of theirs. So conception would be easy to read, and these 2 conditions I was given to Sog as instructed to procure. I don't know how the form planned for these creatures, but they are very least out to serve dinner today or tomorrow. It seems like they're like stocking up all, like it's food, seeds, animals, like they're gathering things for rebuilding. What is the gleaner you mentioned? Oh, is this the gleaner you mentioned? The one who was looking for marmots? Interesting company you keep, friend. Who are you folk anyway? Kral, students of Baldessian, and these are my associates. Truth be told, the Fullerum's decision of late have not sat entirely well with us. That isn't made sense to the Labyrinthos. We hope that by seeing those decisions put into action, we might more fully understand their reasoning. Wise and practical never hurts to try and gain a broader perspective, does it? The duty calls another animals to capture enclosures to the empty. I am sorry that I cannot offer you more of our services. Okay. So you've confirmed the order is an ambitious operation indeed. No different from, however, the gleaners have not been informed of its purpose. I'd say if it's with everything we've heard thus far, you'll discover the operation was begun. The foreign contacted the gleaners and guide ship to put their people to great work some 4 days after the Telafori made their chilling declaration. As seasoned travelers, the gleaners keep abreast of news of every corner of the world out of necessity. Thus, I am inclined to trust their account of events is accurate. Together, it gives a distinct impression that the undertaking was a sudden, unexpected development. Yet I find it hard to believe that the comprehensive restructuring of Labyrinthos and its archives could be planned for, in so brief a window. It was long in the making. They were awaiting the right time to put it into effect. Motion. It seems likely, but let us not leap to conclusions just yet. For the moment, suggest we contact by investigating Labyrinthos. Okay. Archeon, from here we shall reach the lower. Oh, what's going on with Kryl? Her echo is affecting her? I'm fine, truly. The sudden descent has left me with a bit of a headache, that's all. Sure it is. Nothing will stop me from soldiering on. Let us be about it then. What's going on, girl? Please let us at least allow me to take the lead. I am fairly certain I remember the way to the Archeon. You follow the path east in the forest. You're chasing after the mouse and the marmot, was it? So the trolls you watch out for. I will be fine with the trolls. They're too low level for me now. We should be fine. To the east. It's pretty far. I don't know how I feel about this place. It's kind of weird. Honestly, when I first saw, because you can see the map kind of when you first enter these places. It's like when I saw this, I was like, oh, it's an alien spaceship. But yeah, it's not what I was expecting for sure. It gives UFO vibes from the shape. This is the foremost material archive in Charlian. As far as treasures left shelf by shelf, but I fear we have little time for such indulgences. Okay. Humid air, but that feels close as possible to a natural forest. Okay. What is going on? What's going on with you, girl? Behold their Archeon. As Nomon serves as Charlian's literary archive, so too does this structure house the city's wealth of material data. The architecture too is similar. This building you see is merely the upper entrance access point. The vaults carved into the cliffside itself. Describe them. The speaking Archeon contains physical history of Charlene's unwavering dedication to accumulation of knowledge. Value standing. Let's proceed to the main building and speak to the custodians. Okay. Interesting. This place is pretty though. Let's get this crystal. Nice. Custodian. What will we learn here? What are they hiding? Greetings, we are here to peruse the Archeon vaults. You clearly are not gleaners then, might I ask your affiliation? You belong to the students of Baldesion, but is that relevant? I was given to believe the vaults were open to the public, at least were open to the public. Yes, but that would be the case. At present, however, access is restricted only to persons directly involved in reorganization efforts are permitted to enter. Oh. Not us then. I suppose we better move along to another facility. The building has a lift which connects to the middle tier, yes? Might we at least make use of that? Nope. That service has also been suspended, I'm afraid. For the time being, priority has been given in order to convey to the convenience of inventory. They're taking inventory of everything in the world. Yeah, it just seems so suspicious that they're doing this now when Daniel's threatening to destroy the world. And they're like, oh, the world's not ending. So this is as far as we can go. Come again after our restructuring operation has concluded. That time will be too late, and we'll be close to getting answers. We need to rethink our approach. Let us step outside for a moment, shall we? We could just beat their asses and go down there. Who's gonna stop us? Students about this. Oh, he knows more. They're keeping us out on purpose. Foreign must be wary of exposure indeed. So heavily restrict the use of the public institutions. They're going to close off the facilities, and they ought to announce it. The students must be furious. Labyrinthos is constructed in the shape of a mortar. The upper layer is called the outer circuit, and the medial circuit. This lies one tier below us. We are at an impasse. As we have no other leads, I should like to peruse this one further. We swayed her please, we must seek another means of access to the lower levels. How are they gonna stop us? They're just nerdy freaking. Tis likely that the people in this area involved are involved in this restructuring one way or another. If we are to ingratiate ourselves, they might allow us to accompany them on the lift. Let us ask around. Surely someone is in need of a few strong backs to lighten the load. Okay. Whom? Bemused student. Am I taking the lift? Oh no, we're just students. They won't let us into the Archeon, even though we found. Actually, we have no idea what it is we found. There's no record of such a creature anywhere, but it is wandering around tranquility. So we thought we'd donate it to the vaults. Oh. Oddest little squeal, don't you think? Anyway, I suppose we'll have to take care of it until the Archeon is open again. Oh. Alright. the next one. No one there. Are they inside the building? That's the only one I saw. And we can't go any further here. What? Maybe I'm just going blind. What? Where's the other person? Are they outside? Oh, here. Bone weary worker. What's that? Take you down the lift with me? Sorry, but no chance. I've been up and down it all day. Only now have I finally found a spare moment to rest. I did see a gleaner fellow heading out the gate there, though, shouldering a large package engaging in some manner of task. Maybe he'll be headed down below after he's done with whatever he's doing. Someone over here? Oh, there. Erinville. Oh, him again. You'll find it away. I'm out of another task. The cloud can need to capture this. Oh, the cloud can need to capture is close, very close. That thing? Oh, you this too? You spend your time in unusual ways, my friend. Still, 2 hunters are generally better than one. Very well. Okay. Sleeping dart. Oh, we have to shoot them. What are we shooting? This thing? Which bird is it? He didn't specify. For the hornbill. You may move the camera as well. Target the hornbill. Which one's the hornbill? Is it that one? Damn it. I think it's that big one over there. Oh my god. There we go. I think. That looks like a hornbill. There. I thought there was an arc to the arrow, so I was aiming above.
A fair shot.
Oh, they gave him a voice.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are.
Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
That is weird.
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a cleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
Okay. But why? But why?
The restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
It's weird.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
For like restructuring the world after it ends. Oh dear.
When you put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
That's all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Dear.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
That's suspicious.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to
Oh
brave
my god,
it,
he wants to
there is another
climb
way
down.
down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Why would it be treacherous inside an archive? Oh, like this cliff is.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far. Let's go and take a look at this mine shaft.
Okay. It's over there somewhere. Oh, it's all the way down there. The entrance to the mine shaft. It is faint, but I hear something moving within. Creatures honed there by researchers, you think? Beast aside, we need to watch our footing. We should tighten our straps and such before we continue. Take it slow and don't forget to check your surroundings time to time. We may meet up again at the other side of the tunnel. Oh, something is hanging on. Where's the next one? Oh, it goes deeper. There they are. Mithril caps. Some sort of research project, I wonder? Oh, it's off and on. This is made through the incident. Nothing of consequence at least. As promised, the tunnel is diverse to the original circuit. As I recall, the tier was where they keep a wide variety of samples of agricultural production. Let's see. quite far away. Attacking. Something's attacking me. Plants. Now I know where you are. This is Marigal or Argonaut. Okay, yeah, it's the plants. We get 8 fruits. I think I already know where the story is going, but let's see. Motivations of what did you say? We'll see. Not last single picker hardworking, clearly preparing ready. Version for this rarity. Grape. Okay. Still is out here. Okay. Stack boxes. Flowers. Those are pretty.
Hard to look away, isn't it?
Hootie snans.
But they're more than pretty flowers.
Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair.
That's a cool flower.
Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin.
Why is it here?
To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in
this is all
frustration.
cool, but get to the main
As
point.
an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Okay.
Have you learned aught of interest?
Meh. Not really from here.
A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we fail to gain any significant
Yes,
insight
I
into
agree,
the forum's
Kyle.
undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, and fortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the forum members directly.
Just kidnap one of them. Oh my goodness. Take them prisoner. Make them answer questions. Oh my goodness.
Isn't that the entrance to the Archaean?
Oh, he's back.
Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Who cares, Alphino? Let's fucking go.
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Thank you, Stola. Let's get this on a move on.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask...
We can apologize later.
Yes, let's fucking go already. Stop beating around the bush, you Thor.
It might be best if you came along as well.
There's something with these flowers that'll come into play later, probably, but Kyle keeps getting headaches too.
Cryo?
Hmm? Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
I need to get water.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Why did they voice this part? I feel like there's more important scenes.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
Who? What's happening with Kryle? Is it her grandfather? Grandfather die? Alright, I'm gonna get water. So I'm gonna be AFK for a little bit. I can sit here and watch the water for a little bit. Oh dear. Ended up getting steak. Dear. You know what, I think I'm gonna end stream for now. And then I'm gonna eat. And then I'll be back in a little bit. Because I'm just like sitting here. Probably back in about an hour. And then we'll continue on with the Endwalker stuff. Sorry, I think I just got really frustrated because they were just kind of talking really slowly at this part. Well, it's kind of obvious what they want to do, but they're just beating around the bush in the story. It's like frustrating me. Yeah, I'll be back in an hour. See you guys then. Bye for now.